What's up, guys? My name's Anderson Wares, and today this is going to be the second tutorial of our Linux tutorial series. And in this tutorial, we're going to be covering the directories, making folders, and making files. So to do this tutorial, I'm going to let's open the home folder. And in the home folder, we have different things. We have Kendon Live, we have different folders. And in a file manager, like this file manager, this is Thunar. This is the Thunar file manager. And in the file manager, you're able to look at location by clicking this little paper and pencil icon. So this location is almost like a path, or the file path even it is called a file path. So this file path has different locations. So it is /home/Antune. And going into any of these folders like test, this is another folder. So this is another directory. So now this is another added to the path. So /home/Antune/test. We're going to make another folder today called Antune. So we're going to call it, well, not Antune, we'll have to call it Antune test. So to do this command, we're going to do sudo mkdir make directory. Basically, that's what I call it, make directory, which is basically its command. And we're going to call it, well, yes. Then we're going to call it Antune, and there's a cop car coming by. Test. Boom. So this will create a folder called Antune's test. Now here, if I try to create something, I can't, because as you can see here, this is owned by root, because we use the root command. Now since we use the root command, we only can do this in root. And if you want to make a directory, so if you want to just make mkdir without that lock symbol, you'd have to do something like this. You'd have to do the command without sudo in front of it. So let's do sudo test2. Now this will make a folder, and did I really exit out of the file manager? I guess I did. So now if we see here, we've made another folder. So this also, which totally left my mind, the difference between root and not root. So if you're rooted, which means the basics for sudoing, right? So sudo makes you have root permissions, and I don't think I did this in the first tutorial, which I should have. So we'll do it right now. So sudo is the command that gives you root precedent or administrator privileges for one command. So this one command, the computer thinks, oh, he's root. Then after that, another command, it doesn't think I'm root. It knows I'm Antune. It knows that I'm the user Antune. It's not going to do anything as of root. It's like assuming a persona. So the sudo command assumes the persona of what root is allowed to do. It made the directory Antune test, and then it left root. In the case you want to stay in root for multiple lines of commands, you can su. Now I am actually in root. I've logged in as of root in the terminal, and now I can do different editing. Another basic command that I just did, but I didn't really show you guys. So in the case, say you're updating, and this doesn't really have to do with anything, but in the case you're downloading a program, right? So let's do htop, because I just did that recently. So it just says reinstalling, and you don't want to continue with anything. You don't want to, and this goes for Debian as well. It'll say yes, no, and you don't want it to continue. You can do Control-C. Control-C will interrupt the signal and will just end the command. That's another little helpful little terminal command that can help you without forcing you to exit the terminal every single time. So, which I used to do a lot. So another command that we use for folder management and file management is cd. And cd will bring you to a different location in the system. And to see what's in a folder through terminal, you do ls. And there's different commands for ls as well. So ls will show me the different folders and files that are in this directory, which I am in /home/Antune. Now, if I wanted to go into one of the folders here, I have to do cd, and I can type in Antune test2. We're going to use the folder that is not part of the other one. So I don't know why that didn't work. So we're going to do /home/Antune/Antune test2. Okay, let's actually go look. I spelled my own name wrong. Interesting, lovely. I hope you're gonna laugh at that. I spelled my own name wrong. It's Atune. So now that if you spell it correctly and you know it's there, and you can even just copy and paste this file path. So the file path will tell you it's a directory. Now that we're in here, so if we ls, there's nothing here. It's blank. But to make a folder here, or make a small file, so we would use the command sudo nano. Or you can use any text editor that is in the terminal, which is also like Vim. Those are other examples of text editors. Sudo Nano, Vim. There's a few others that you can use. I'm not really sure off the top of my head. But Nano is really good. So is Vim. Vim is excellent. But I really just use Nano all the time because it's just less of a little headache. So sudo Nano. And we're going to make a folder, or make a file called test. And in test, we're going to type testing. and we're going to control X, which will exit us out, and we're going to call it testing. And save file under different name. No, it wants me to. Okay, and we've made a we've made a file called testing. Now again, as you can see the little lock symbols there, so that means we use the sudo command in front of it, which we don't have to. We can do sudo test, we can do nano test, or we'll name it something else. We'll name it test1. We'll type in testing, and we'll control X, yes, name it, and then we'll have a file that is to our user. So difference between making a root file and making a user file. So another great command when you are when you're CD'd into a file path. So I'm in atune test2. If I want to get out of that, you just type in cd, and that will pull you back out into your normal directory, your default directory, be it if you're in root or into your own user account. So that's going to be it for this tutorial. What do you think about basic Linux commands in this tutorial series? Leave a like, leave a comment down below, and tell me what you think. Anything you want me to cover in a little bit more depth, if I missed something, if you think I did something wrong, please tell me in the comments. I love that. I love when people can comment back and we have a discussion about something. And that is a productive community, and I love to see an ability to have a conversation with people and brainstorm and talk about different things. So make sure you do that in the comments. If you have a question, you have anything to say, please write it down below, and I will comment you back. So that's going to be it. Please rate, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.